Hello viewer, and welcome back to our Let's Play of Cities Skylines. So, anyhow, moving on into episode 2, let's, well, get right back in it, and let's see what we can do about expanding Lakedale over here. So last time we had handled a lot of different features here, and going forwards, let's give our current population some nice parks and the such to entertain themselves in. So let's get one right over here, that should cover half of the city. And let's get another one over here, that should also cover half of the city. And there we go, so that should spread some leisure and some accessibility right throughout this area right over here, which is quite nice. And now, going forwards, I kind of want to make a bit of a housing or I kind of want to take advantage of some of the area that we have in the back of this block of buildings. So let's try and see what we can build here. Looks like we have enough room for, yeah, right around 3 roads. We can get rid of these power lines now that they're no longer needed. And with that said, these power line areas actually take on some roads, but those will be replaced very shortly like that. Oh, these should be green areas like that, yeah. So that'll be good. And over here, what I think I can do is that I can designate some minor housing to be built right in the middle here. I don't really want to put, say, too much industry right over here, but I think we'll just make this happen either way. And ooh, it looks like we're starting to come up alongst our power limits. We'll have to switch to another source of power. So currently, I can put down a few of these wind turbines right over here, and I think we'll get 2 down, hook this up to the power system. And that should put our city back in the green, so momentarily as those start to function, the services resume, and things go back to normal in Lakedale. And there we go, we got some nice residential areas popping up, and eventually we'll have to upgrade the dirt roads over here to something a little bit more sophisticated, but for now they'll hold. And taking a look at the breakdown in Lakedale right here, it looks like there's a lot of industry happening over here. The average zone for our buildings are right around the level 1 mark. There's still there's still a lot of jobs available in Lakedale, but unfortunately there's not too many housing opportunities, but that could change. How are we doing here for water? Ah, that's right, we don't have piping here, so we'll get that set up. And now I'm guessing this area isn't as, let's take a look at this actually, as valuable as the areas perhaps along over here, because it has a little bit more pollution and such like that. But that should be fine. And what is going on over here? Not enough educated workers. So let's take a look at our education system. Let's see what's happening over here. And my oh my, it looks like Lakedale has grown to the size in which its education isn't matching the demands of its people, unfortunately. So we'll have to see what we can do about that as well. But for now, let's see what we can do about building up the city some more. So let's get this road expanded over here. And we'll see what we can do about pushing that in. And now let's see, I'm trying to figure out how it would be best to grow Lakedale right now. And I think the best way maybe is to do something like this. I know that the power lines are currently here. This will kind of impact it, but maybe we'll be able to do something like this. I'll remove the power lines. It's going to cause a momentary blackout, but be rest assured that's not too much of a problem. We can relink it to the power grid right over... you know what? Let's link it right over here. And that should hopefully hook it back up. If not, I think we'll have to go like that. And now this will free up a lot of area over here, and we can designate a bit of a lesser residential area like that. Give it some time, and the water problems should resolve. There we go. And that'll add quite a nice helping of housing to our city. So there we go, the pumps are still working. How is the electricity system holding up? Ah, that's why. We're starting to run out of electricity once again, so let's do something to help that out. We can build one of these things. We can build a what are these called? A advanced wind turbine. So this actually uses a mixture of hydro flow, of wind, and of solar to generate electricity. So we'll plug this thing down, generates about 10 megawatts, and that should help us out, push us up right into the green once again. That'll get our city up and going once more. So there we go. And would you look at that, we have some nice, wonderful department stores being built right now. Got a nice, lovely middle area right over here with even some housing on the main junction over here, but that's fine. And right, we have a lot of cash, so let's see what we can truly do now about expanding Lakedale over here. Starting off, I'm going to add a new power plant right over here. That should solve our power issues in the long term. Building off the roads here, I'm going to switch to building with the major roads now. And I think I'll get this just to stem all the way down to the power station right over here. Let's get some straighter roads connecting these two areas. Let's see what we can do here. So maybe we can, you know what, that'll do. Huh. I really don't want to remove these power lines just yet. So I think that'll have to do for now. And over here, that'll do for now as well. Let's get the water pipes. Let's expand them down over here. And oh no, we got quite the large fire over here. But luckily, the fire department is stopping right by. It's trying to save all the buildings, and unfortunately, looks like they can only save one. But we'll get that issue sorted out shortly as well. Right now, though, really want to get some more residential areas plowed down right next to the ravine over here. And I think we'll just actually extend this all the way down over here as well. So this will be quite nice. This will be another section all on its own. I think we'll get the road going down over here just to kind of future-proof this area. And let's get some more industry right over here. So that'll set up this area right over here. Going forwards, we'll need a few more buildings. As you may have noticed, some of these icons have started to pop up. First and foremost, we'll probably want a graveyard to house the dead and all. So we'll place that building right over here, somewhere accessible, because this actually adds some measure of quality of life to all of our people. And the other thing is that we'll need some more education. So we already have one elementary school. Let's add another one right over here. And to bump that up even higher, we need a high school now, so we'll put one right next to it as well. And there we go. And now what I think I'll do here inside the back is I'll add kind of like a mini shopping mall next to the high school to give the people going there something to do in their breaks, I guess, right inside the back of the area right here. And right, so that kind of sets up another portion of the neighborhood. And the main thing is that at this point, I really want to reach this new tier right over here of 55,000 people, because at that point you unlock the nice decorative roads, which are, I'd say, kind of important to how I play the game. So those will gradually just take us some time to reach. For now, all we really have to do is just get some of the housing going here. The main thing over here, I think, is that some of these buildings are being abandoned because they just simply don't have enough workers with the ability to run them. So we'll add. So luckily, we've added some places, and it should be good. Over here, I think we'll build a new clinic. Typically, what happens is that the people living near industrial zones have worse health than, say, the people who don't live near them. So we'll get some buildings set up to handle that. Likewise, fire safety is a big thing. We saw some buildings burned up there, and obviously we don't want that, so we'll get a new fire station nearby here to handle that. How is crime doing? Crime is always low, so that is good. Education is good for high schools and decent for elementaries as well, so that's not too bad. Oh, that's right. Now we can do some public transportation. We can add some more leisure to the map as well. So with that said, let's grab a nice, let's say, you know what? We could add a nice park right next to the elementary school over here for parents, I guess. And that should solve a few problems. And there we go. So as you saw there, we got a few more buildings being upgraded and such going on. And I think right over here, we'll just extend this road right to the edge of the map. And you never know, we might be able to make this into a whole district in itself. And let's grab another swath of industry right over here. So that kind of sets things up. And I think this actually finishes our development of this side of the map. So I'm going to show you guys one of the game mechanics right over here. We can designate a district, which is a portion of our city that may or may not be able to function in itself as a bit of a specialty region. So we'll do something like this. And now this area becomes Cherry Hills. So for now, what I can do is that I can assign it a specialty type of industry, but since this area right over here I don't believe is actually too terribly potent on anything in particular, I think we'll leave it as such. And with that said, it'll be more so of a general zone. Let's get some more water put through over here through the pipes and all, just like that. And that'll pretty much finish up that region. And let's take a look here. Our water is starting to become a bit of a problem, but it's not too bad for now. Landfill's starting to fill up. These areas are doing all right. Hazards are low. Schools are good, so we'll have to work on getting some more water throughput next. But that's a easier problem. We can just simply link up another water pump like that, and that'll bump that up right back up. Ooh, what is happening over here? Garbage has piled up. Ah, that's right. We might want to have a second dump now, simply because our city's growing very, very large, and well, 15 garbage trucks just aren't going to, just aren't going to do for the sake of handling all of that trash. So there we go. We can get another set going like that. Right, so now we've filled up one side of the map, and it is now time to take a look to expand to the other portion of the map right over here. So with that said, let's take a look at what we can do here on the other side here. And from the looks of it, along the edge of the maps over here, we could have a bustling forest industry over here as well, and it looks like we have some agricultural area. So with that said, I'm going to jump the map up, and we are going to buy another portion of the map, and this is just going to double our area right over here to incorporate the nice lovely forests right over here, and another entry point as well. So what can we do off of this? Well, I plan on expanding the road system, because my oh my, would you look at that, our city is growing at such a fast rate that there's there's starting to occur that where some traffic problems are going to start to occur. But what I want to do is that I want to start to get some people on the other side of the town here, and to get well, things built right along this coast. So what I'll do here is that I've made a quick save pile that we'll kind of pack into. And at this point, I think we'll just gradually try to fix up some of our traffic problems as we go along here. So taking a look at our traffic throughput, let's see where the problems are. And as I suspect, it is this main junction right over here. So taking a look at it, it just simply does not have enough capacity from the looks of it. People like using this junction, but I mean, it is just way too crowded. So let's pause this and let's see what we can do to fix this up. So we have a few new unlocked, we have a few unlocked buildings, which is quite nice. Things that'll be allow us to streamline this nicely. So with that said, I'm going to start off by bulldozing quite a lot of this, which is rather unfortunate. But we'll fix it right up, and we'll see what we can do to truly improve upon this. So this is going to make a lot of buildings disappear, but they'll come back. And we'll just get rid of some section like that for now. So I'm going to wait until the buildings disappear. And afterwards, I'll see what type of area do we have to work with. And there we go. So we have quite a lot of area to build some things in. And starting off, I think it might be time that we build a much larger roundabout to handle. I'd say, I want to say double the amount that we can currently handle over here. So, oh no, looks like we might have to get rid of one of the high school buildings and all. But in the long term, this is going to pay off, so I think we will. And I think we'll just go with it like that. So we'll grab the large roundabout here. And we'll see what we can do to fit it right over here. Looks like that is going to be a narrow fit, but we can probably pluck it down if we get rid of some more of these buildings along the side here. So unfortunately the high school has to go, but that is fine. Those buildings are fairly replaceable. So now we can kind of fit this in right here. Now the exacts of it will be kind of tricky, but we'll get that down right like that. Get rid of this part right over here. And now what we'll be able to have is a dual entrance system, just like what we had originally. But now we can double the widths of these roads. So we can get one swath set up like that. We can bridge this across, but I'm not going to do that just yet. I'm going to bridge this over here. And over here, things are already set up. And there we go. So we'll just reconnect all of these. So this should help out traffic by quite a bit. That's going to get put through to all of the buildings over here, and we'll just redesignate this as a mixture of commercial space like that. And the nice thing now is that I believe we can fit hopefully one of these parks right inside the middle here. Or maybe not. In that case, let's see what else we can do. So, I think we bulldozed down a high school in the process of building this area. Maybe we can get that back. So we'll put that right on the side here. Likewise, we got rid of an elementary, so we'll put that right over there. And now, I think we'll need another clinic, and we'll put this right over here. And now, these buildings are going to stay here for quite some time, so I'm not too worried. But this area will now grow. And things should return to normal, but with a bit better traffic management. So there, as we can see, I mean, traffic throughput is, yeah, it's getting better. And ooh, enough people are starting to come through this area that it is really starting to stress test this place too. So this is quite nice. So let's see. Hopefully these clinics and places will start to work themselves out. And taking a look at traffic once again, there's still some minor problems headed over here and all. But the vast majority of them have been, let's say, solved, which is quite nice. I think what we're just lacking right over here is perhaps a junction like that. Get some more housing right over here. And after that, it might be time to extend these roads. So let's start converting some of these dirt roads into the full ones. And this is going to add a level of quality for our citizens. But the main thing is that I think it'll free up some of the bigger roads as well. And there. And okay, so there is, let's check this once again. So there's still a bit of clutter coming in and out of the city. And with that said, we're going to try to fix this up with a few more ramps once more. So with that said, what we might be able to do is say this is where a lot of the people are coming out of the city from. And this is where a lot of our industry is, right? So maybe it would be best if we made something that just runs around the edge of this area and probably goes around like this and just kind of hooks into the back area right over there. So I'm gonna see what we can do about making that happen, perhaps, or we don't necessarily need it to go that high. We just kind of need it to cross on over here, and I guess we'll give it a nice kind of a curvy presence, I guess. Curve it right over here. And then I'm going to see what we can do about maybe spiraling it down a notch. Let's see what we can do. Something like that, sure. So now, curve it through, and we'll put it as a junction right like that. So unfortunately that didn't go as well as I had hoped it would, but now what this will do is that it'll make an express lane for all the freight cars to go straight out of the town if they need to. And now over here, let's watch where exactly these trucks are going. Where do they need to go? Looks like a lot of the people who will want to enter the back of the town right over here still want to use that road. So with that said, I might have to I might have to make these junctions, say, a bit bigger, or I might have to do something to make a bit more of a direct route, maybe coming from here to right over here, or something along the lines of that. Either way, I think that will wait till episode 3, and well, with that said, bye-bye for now.